Today we delve into the essence of adaptability, a trait not just desirable but essential in our fast-paced world. The ability to adapt is what enables us to navigate the unpredictable tides of life, particularly in our university years, which are a microcosm of the larger journey ahead. Imagine adaptability as a muscle. The more we exercise it, the stronger it becomes. Engaging with diverse cultures and perspectives on campus strengthens this muscle, equipping us with the flexibility to appreciate and assimilate varying viewpoints. It turns the unfamiliar into the familiar, fostering an environment where innovation thrives. Furthermore, adaptability enhances our resilience. It's not the strongest of species that survives, nor the most intelligent, but the one most responsive to change, as Darwin posited. As we learn to pivot rather than pause in the face of change, we build a foundation for not just surviving but thriving in our chosen fields post-graduation. Let's embrace adaptability, not as a challenge, but as the key to unlocking a world of possibilities.
Take a look outside a window. What is the season where you are? How do you know? Most likely, you looked at a tree or plant and noticed details about its leaves and assessed the qualities of sunlight streaming outside. Observing the timing of biological events in relation to changes in season and climate is called phenology. When you notice the daffodil buds are poking through the snow and think spring is on its way, you're using phenology. When you see leaves turn from green to red and watch migrating birds fly past and realize that summer is over, autumn is here, you're using phenology. Literally meaning the science of appearance, phenology comes from the Greek words pheno, to show or appear, and logos, to study. Humans have relied on phenology since the time of hunters and gatherers. We've watched changes in seasons to know when to plant and harvest food and when to track migrating animals. Scientists observe and document seasonal changes in nature and look for patterns in the timing of seasonal events. Timing of these natural signs has remained consistent until recently. Increasing global temperature is causing rhythms of nature to shift. Budburst, the day when a tree or plant's leaf or flower buds open, is occurring earlier in the year for some species. For every 1 degree Celsius rise in temperature, budburst happens 5 days earlier than usual. Differences in timing affect not only plants, but the insects and birds that depend on the plants for food.
I'd like to illuminate a topic that resonates with each of us, yet often dwells in the shadows of our bustling lives: mental health awareness. In our pursuit of academic and professional excellence, we frequently sideline the very engine of our aspirations, our mental well-being. A study from the American Psychological Association revealed that 1 in 3 college students experience significant difficulty due to depression, and over 40% feel overwhelming anxiety. These aren't just numbers. They're a reflection of silent struggles that many among us endure. Moreover, the veil of stigma that shrouds mental health issues can lead to isolation. By fostering open conversations, we dismantle this stigma. We empower those grappling with mental challenges to seek support, be it through counseling, peer discussions, or mindfulness practices. After all, the strength of a community is gauged by how it uplifts its most vulnerable members. As we stand on the cusp of our futures, let us pledge to prioritize mental health with the same vigor we apply to our academic endeavors. For in nurturing our minds, we don't just better ourselves, we create a ripple effect that enriches our entire community.
It's rare to find an adult who actively still wonders what their parents think. But that isn't to say that we aren't wondering about our value in more general terms. It's just that we may, without noticing, have taken the question somewhere else, and very often to particularly harsh modern figures of authority, media, and social media. To this pitiless arena, the self-doubting person now directs all their fears of unworthiness and panic desire for reassurance. To a system set up to reward sadism and malice, they constantly raise their phones and implicitly ask, "Do I deserve to exist? Am I okay? Am I beautiful or respectful enough?" And because social media is built on the troubles of the individual soul, the verdict is never a reliable yes. One is never done with cycles of fear and reassurance seeking. Every time their spirits sink, which is often, the self-doubting sufferer picks up their phone and begs to know whether they have permission to go on. If this might be us, we should grow curious about and jealous of people who are free. They are so because someone long ago settled the question of what they were worth, and the answer has seemed solid ever since. Social media is a roar in the next valley, not a mob in their own mind. Learning from these calm souls won't just involve deleting
Glaucon breaks all good things into three classes. The first kinds, we desire for their own sake, like the experience of harmless pleasure. The second, we want only for the value they bring, though they may be onerous, like exercise or medicine. The third class comprises things we desire for their own sake and the value they offer, like knowledge and health. Glaucon argues that justice belongs to the second class of good, it's a burden that nevertheless brings rewards. The only reason anyone conducts themselves virtuously, he reasons, is due to external influences. So it's appearing, not actually being, virtuous that matters. Socrates, as written by Plato, disagrees, countering that justice belongs to the third class of good, offering both extrinsic and intrinsic benefits. Socrates argues that the human soul has three parts: reason, spirit, and appetite. Reason guides an individual to truth and knowledge, and is influenced by either spirit or appetite. Spirit is righteous, ambitious, and the source of bold action, while appetite consists of baser, bodily desires. To Socrates, the philosopher is led by reason, and their spirit keeps their appetite in check, making them the most just and the happiest. Even without consequences for self-serving wrongdoings, they wouldn't commit them. Meanwhile, the tyrant succumbs to appetite and acts unjustly.